Hello? Is this on? Is this working? Maybe? I don't know. I don't see it yet. Hey, we're live! Hello, everyone. It's me, Taraga Dude, back as Taraga Dev. How's everyone doing? Red Tech Engineer, Arakudo's here. He begged me for mod before I started the stream. Let me make sure I get that to him. I gotta make him a mod on my actual account. Hold on a second. Let me know if the mic is too quiet, by the way. Yeah, I'm signed into my old account on my laptop, which I gave mod, but I can't give Eric mod unless I'm signed into my actual account. So there, Eric's now a moderator. For watching, so yeah, this is going to be a development live stream. Going to be developing. So, wow, that's really inconvenient timing. My dad just called me. Well, crap, what do I do about this? Alright, I'm going to mute it. I'll be right back, guys. Well, guys, I really hate to say this, but I gotta go play Tetris with cars real fast. I'll be back in about 2 minutes. Sorry, I'll put on some music. I gotta go move my car so my dad can move his car. Really bad timing. Oh crap! I probably shouldn't have my stuff on the screen there. Music. I don't know. Where's my live stream playlist? Here, I'm gonna put on my new song that's on my music channel. Oh, that's way too big. Can you hear this? Kind of, maybe. I don't know. I think you can hear it. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I ran for you guys. Oh. Alright. So, we've got our programming here. Hero Slippy, Gareth, Red Tech. What's up? Oh, it's good to be back. It's good to see your guys' names in chat again. 6 watching now. I'll take it for 30 subscribers. Oh, I need to catch my breath for a second. Alright, I'm going to listen to the audio of the stream real fast. Sounds beautiful. Alright. So, I had a little conundrum before I started the stream. No, Eric, I ran like 40 feet and back, okay? That's 80 feet of running. So, what was I even saying? I don't even remember. Let me turn the music off. I had a conundrum because I have a 1440p monitor now that I bought. It's really, really nice. But the problem is that I don't have... Mic is extremely quiet. What? I can move it closer to me. That's probably the best option here. Right, anyway, so yeah, I have a 1440p monitor. I had to decide if I was going to just squash the whole screen into the 1080p space or crop it into this top right area where the mouse is right now. But I figured if I squished it, you wouldn't be able to see the text very well. So I had to crop it. So 300% volume and you hear me fine. Well, I moved the mic closer to my voice, so you'll be fine. And yeah, just turn it up if it's too quiet. If it's still too quiet, I can't do anything about it. So you'll have to suffer. All right, so let me open up my list on my laptop here. What was the first thing I wanted to do today? Players icons for items and icon/list view. Wait, no, not that. Events title needs to be Z index 1. Right. Pepsi Boy pointed this out earlier, actually. So the events thing here, if I just go ahead and spam a little bit. That should be engine, my bad. So, what the heck? It definitely was doing that on the main website. Maybe it's a browser thing? Pepsi Boy, are you here? My typing is louder than my... Yeah, I have a really loud mechanical keyboard. So, actually, let me test that real fast. Hold on. All right, this is the sound of my voice, and then I'm going to type on the keyboard. Oh, it's not that bad. You can suffer. You'll be fine. Yeah, it's a nice clicky mechanical keyboard, so you can deal with it now. William Alfredson, your programmer. Where do you see William Alfredson on my screen? Did I? Oh, it's in the top right. Oh crap, that's my Microsoft account. I knew something was going to be leaked. No, that's my fake name that I use for internet stuff. I have a couple fake names that I use, and I guess I used William Alfredson on my Microsoft one. Don't try to log into my account, please. Right, so anyway, back to this. So, Pepsi Boy, what browser were you using? You were in Google Chrome, I think, in the screenshot. Let me pull up the screenshot. Okay, you're in Chrome. Let me open it on Chrome. All right, inspect element. Let me open this window, copy this. Oh, it's not doing it here either. That's really strange because I know what the actual issue is with this. It's because the Z index isn't high enough. But when I checked it at work, it also was messed up. But it's not messed up on either of these. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna fix it anyway. With what I'm pretty sure the fix is, or with what definitely the fix is, because I fixed it at work, but in the inspect element window, events. And then I'm just going to go style equals Z index 1. And that's what I did to fix it at work. So I'm just going to mark that crossed off. And if Pepsi Boy, if you still get that issue when if you still get that issue when I publish this update, whenever I do, let me know. All right, so that's going to be done. Logged into changelog. Reduce levels, not skill points. That was Pepsi Boy's suggestion the other day, which is actually a great suggestion. Where do I do? That's kill decrement. Where's use skill point? Or reset skills, here it is. So it's just adds resets so that it can keep track of the number of resets based on your level. But what I want to do is just reduce your level by 5. And then, so this is fine because we're replacing this stuff back to 0. This is fine because we're setting you back to base health, setting you back to base stamina. We set the base damage somewhere. I actually don't remember. Am I setting that in time? Hold on. So time is my class. This class basically, so we've got the timer here. Clock, this is what increments. This is the cycle. This goes every 3,000 milliseconds. And then it does the event handler, which is new clock turn. And then this is basically the gist of the game. So you've got, check movement for every player, check XP upgrades. And then if your state is travel, it'll add health and stamina. If you're in an event, it'll do the event check. If you're in looting state, then you'll do your loot check. This is like the chunk system. This will go and look through every nearby chunk and then add players and then send it to you in the broadcast here. I'll go more in depth with that stuff eventually, I'm sure. Yeah, I like getting to show off my stack because I'm really proud of a lot of this stuff that I've done. Crypto.cs, no, that's a very important file that I won't be opening on this stream because that has the hash codes for the passwords and the emails and stuff for encryption, so I will not be opening that. Stream's looking good. Everything looks nice. I'm happy with this so far. Yes, Tarago coin. Alright, so get user level. So new points is going to be 0 no matter what. Or no, not 0. It's going to be, so what we want to do is we want to go memory user ID. Where's IntelliSense? User ID, data, user ID, skills, and then level equals int of the same thing -5. And that should be, and then we're gonna, we got to reduce the XP to whatever it is, -5 too. So Pepsi Boy, congratulations, first player to hit level 100. Good job. Yeah, so a couple of things that are going to be off limits in these streams are database. Crypto.cs will be off limits. db.cs will be off limits. And that's probably it. I think everything else is fine. I'm probably going to have the default.cs off limits as well because that has the web methods and some of them directly interact with the database, so I probably want to hide those as well because I don't want to leak like table names and stuff. Even though it's not a big deal if you see a table name because you probably can't get into the database anyway. I just don't want to in case there's a SQL injection exploit. which there shouldn't be, but it should be fine. 6 people. Glad to have everyone here. Make sure you like the stream. If you want, you don't have to. I can't force you. Anyway, where was I? All right, level subtracted by 5, and then we want to take this. All right, we're not going to need this resets tag anymore because we don't have to keep track of how many levels less you have or how many skill points less than your level you have. Because before what I was doing was I was taking your level and then subtracting it by however many resets you had times 5 to get how many skill points you would have. So if you've reset twice before, then the new number of skill points you would have would be your level minus 15, which makes perfect sense. So what I'm going to do instead is make it subtract your levels instead of your skill points, because as Pepsi Boy pointed out, if you reset your skill points, then you permanently lose those skill points. They go away forever, and that's not good. Which I thought was a good mechanic before, but then he pointed it out, and I was like, you know what, that kind of makes sense. So, yeah. Actually, the red tech engineer, if we look at my JavaScript, I don't do that for JavaScript. I prefer that for JavaScript. But C# is a standard for this. Like if I make a new class, static void red text class, and the IntelliSense will automatically put it on a new line. That's just how C# does it. So technically, I agree with both, because in all of my JavaScript, I do it the other way. Anyway, yeah. So we're subtracting level by 5, and then we're just setting the we're setting this to right. So we're going to use get user level because that's easier. What is this called? Skill points? I just like to make sure because sometimes I don't remember exactly what I named it. It's also going to be get user level. So internally, user IDs start from 0, but when they get to the client, it's added 1, which basically means your level is exactly how many skill points you should have. So if you're level 0, which looks like level 1 from the client, you'll have 0 skill points. So if you're level 1, you would have 1 skill point, and you look like level 2 to the client. What happened? Yeah, I'm polite now because I got really embarrassed. That's one of the reasons I privated all my old videos, was because I was honestly how do I put this? The 2B2T mentality is so easy to lose yourself in that when you take a step away from it for a while and then look back, all the racist and gay and dumb jokes that I made are just embarrassing, and I just didn't want that to be, I don't know, I didn't want that to be viewable because that wasn't me, and it shouldn't have been me back then either, but it was kind of like a peer pressure kind of thing. So normally I'm this polite, but I guess back then it kind of gets to you, and then you're a rude person, and then you say rude things, and you're a jerk, and you know, you make dumb jokes that you become embarrassed about. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that too much. So skill points is also going to become get user level minus 5 because of what I was saying before. User level start from 0. New points, I don't even have to do this because I'm already setting skill points right here. So yeah, so this is resetting these. These are being set to 100 if they're not over 100. Yeah, exactly, Slippy. It's the feeling of growth. That's how I feel about that. And I don't want to be that kind of person because I didn't like that kind of person. So yeah, I think I can just delete this safely. I can get rid of this because I'm setting it up here. So I don't know how many C# programmers are here, but I'm using a library called Newtonsoft. It's a very standard library, and basically everything that I do with the memory list and stuff is stored in, let me open the memory, is stored into JObjects, which is just a JSON object, because it's really easy to just take that and convert it and send it to the client. So even though it's kind of like a finicky library in some ways, maybe the class is, excuse me, maybe the class isn't like the most functional compared to other classes. It's really easy for the server to send it into string, to send to JavaScript, and for JavaScript to interpret it and do what you want with it. So it's a lot easier that way, for me at least. So all of this stuff, this is just JavaScript object notation in C#. It's really nice. Newtonsoft is a great library. Excuse me, I'm coughing a lot. Actually, I probably should repost the link in my Discord. Let people know that I'm streaming now. Hold on, let me just send that real fast. Come watch me live stream programming the game. At everyone, you're about to mention over 80 people. Send now. Great. Hopefully we'll get a couple more viewers. Which, by the way, I'm pretty sure 5 is great for a channel with 30 subscribers, so YouTube will be happy about that. Yeah. Anyway. So this should all be good. This is resetting it back to the base. This is setting it to the base if you have more than the base. That should be fine. Oh, we got to reset XP to the level 2. I nearly forgot. So we're going to need to go mem.userid data userid skills. We can't just set this to 0. The way the skills work, or the way the XP actually works, is when you hit a new level, it doesn't actually subtract your XP back to 0. Your XP is an incremental value that's been constantly calculated and just added to since forever. So if we go into here and I go, what did I name the variable? XP. If I go xp.xp, I have 22 XP because I'm level 1. Hold on, let me log into. Hello? Let me log into my personal local account. What do you mean? It's definitely my password. Oh, alright. It was a different one. So, yeah, so it says 92 XP to go up here. But if we do xp.xp, it shows as 166. So, that's because that's the actual incremental value of the XP. So, when this resets back to 0, when I hit level 4, it'll actually be at like 250 or so. So that means that when we come back to here, I can't just set this to 0. I made a function somewhere. It was, what did I name this? Get XP for next level. Right, this is like the big complicated math function that determines how much XP it'll take to get to your next level. So total XP for the next level is going to be level. So if I scroll back down to here, we're going to go get XP from next level, get user level, user ID. You know, I'm just going to pull this into a variable so it stops doing that calculation. And then we can put that in here instead of wasting all that memory. Even though C# optimizes a lot of memory, I might have done that anyway, but I'm not too sure about that, so I'm just going to do. So I can't just do level -5, I don't think, because this is for the next level. I think I do level -6. What biome is W? In the game, you can mouse over tiles, and it'll tell you a description. Ocean, tainted by the damaged atmosphere to become permanently acidic. So that's what it is. Red Tech, I love that emoji that you put. I love that one for some reason. The angry face with the notification one. I think it's really funny. Anyway, where was I? So pretty sure this needs to be level. Let me just do the math real fast. Because if you're level 10, right? You're gonna have. This is going to give you level 11's amount of XP. And then -6 is going to get you to the level 5's amount of XP. And that's exactly how much you want because you want it to be a 0. Yeah, I think that's right. Pretty sure that's right. All right, I'm going to test this. So what? I'm level 3. I got to walk around. Crap. You want to know what my cheat is for this? If I go to time, I can set the interval as low as I want. So let's make that 0.2 seconds. And then I'll give it a sec to compile. Hold on. I gotta actually build it. So this is just gonna publish it to my local host. So I should be able to rack up XP way faster. Yep, there we go. Nice and quick. All right, let's walk around for a minute. Have fun, Toro. Got ahead. All right, see you. Thanks for joining. Yeah, that's going to be nice about these live streams. I want them to be extremely casual. So, like, if no one's talking in chat, I'm just going to be quiet and just, enjoy myself, relax. I'll talk when there's people here. I won't talk when they're not. I'll just keep the live stream going. It'll help me be productive and concentrate on what I'm working on. should go up to 4. I actually wonder if this will go up to 4 while this menu's open. No, it won't. That's interesting. Now I'm curious if these will go up. Regardless. Oh, come on. Walked into a house. Yeah, I want these streams to be super casual, super easy. And, yeah, I don't want to do the YouTube grind like I used to. So, right, can I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? No. That's interesting. So I got to cancel it and reopen it. That's not really a big issue, I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't let you do it. I don't think that's a huge issue. I don't think that matters. All right, I'm going to get to level 7 and then reset. And if it sets me to level 2 up here, then we're good. If it sets me to level 2 and then says 86 XP to go, we'll be good. So we've got 0.2 seconds at 120 XP. Oh, math. That's going to be 25-ish? 25-ish seconds from when I started talking. So. Any math whizzes in chat right now? I need your help for something, actually. If you're really good at math. Alright, level 7. So I'm going to do some upgrades. Whoops. Upgrade. And then I'm going to reset. So this should go down to 2. This should go to 86. Confirm reset. 1056 XP to go. What? If I refresh it, does it fix? Oh my gosh, I blew it. 1055? What did I do wrong? What's wrong here? Get XP for next level. Level my... Yeah, I broke it. What did I do wrong? I mean, this level is going to be staying the same between each of these calls. So even though I'm changing the level itself, level will stay the same because I moved it into a variable. Get XP for next level. Level -6. The heck? Alright, hold on. That response, got right. This is basically how you debug in ASP.NET. We're just going to do level, or no, we're going to do this. .toString. Making sure my thing is... No, it's definitely not broken. I know for certain that that is not broken. Because it shows the date accurately every other time. So... Is this like going below 0 or something? It shouldn't be. Is this an issue of it secretly being... Oh, I never set next level. Okay, that's what it is. I never set... There's another variable here I forgot. Next level XP. So that it knows how to subtract it. I never changed it, so it didn't know how to subtract it. That's what the problem was. So where'd my type be? Where'd my type B go? Right up here. So we're going to set next level OP to level -5, and that'll fix it. My bad. I'm a good developer, guys. I promise. Alright, and we gotta walk around for a while. Well, crap. Alright, well, 500, that's gonna be 100 seconds. That's fine. So, let me, open Notepad real fast. So, here's what I need someone in chat to do for me. I need some math whiz out there to plot some dots for me, because I want to nerf XP again. So I need someone to plot some dots and let me know what the line of, not the line of best fit, it should be like the accurate parabola line is for the following. So if it's 0, y is 50. If it's 1, y is 120. If it's 2, y is 212. If it's 3, y is 330. If it's 4, y is 472. If it's 5, Y is 642. So this is going to be the new increment math for XP, but I need a really accurate calculation to do with this. So if you could figure that out for me, that'd be great. All right, we've got 140 left. Taskbar is on the right because it affords you more vertical space, which as a programmer is extremely valuable. Bales 64, I tried that. There's not a single one that works properly. I don't know why. I've searched through a dozen of them and I couldn't find them. So you're going to have to, someone's going to have to do that math for me. Yeah, wait, let me make sure this is still on the screen. Can I zoom in? I can zoom in. Do this. Someone do this. And this is about to go up. All right, cool. Went up to level 8. So I'm going to stop. Yeah, so these are your numbers. Take a screenshot or something and figure it out for me. That would be wonderful. And yeah, taskbar is on the right because you get a little bit more vertical space. So this is actually dumb because when you compile, it does this, which I really wish it wouldn't do. So now I get all this vertical space on the bottom instead of on the side. I'm actually on a 1440p monitor, so I get even more space if I wanted to, but I don't. Actually, you know what? I'm going to lower it enough so that the text can be all the way at the bottom. But it looks stupid. No, I kind of like it, honestly. I think it's efficient. I don't know. It feels good to me. But maybe that's just because I've gotten myself used to it for a few days. Right. So we're going to upgrade. Upgrade. So this should go down. 4 people playing? Really? Oh, heck yeah. Nice. 3 people. Oh, look, Pepsi Boy. Oh, yeah, right. Sorry, dark mode. There, I fixed it. Pepsi Boy, look, I added a feature at the bottom of the screen that will also tell you how many... Whoa, 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 get out of here. Stop. I did not want to... Maybe I should hide my toolbar when I'm live streaming. That might be smart. So I don't click on personal items by accident. What was I doing? What the heck was I doing? I don't even remember. Light mode, right. Yeah, I was saying, I put a feature at the bottom so that when you pause the screen, it will tell you how many players are online. Isn't that cool? That's real cool, huh? That one player is me on my local host. Yes, that's a cool new feature. Right, so when I click upgrade here, level should go down to 3. Skill points should become 2. This will be 130, 130. And this should say... What's after? It goes 50, 86. What's 86 plus 36? It's 92, 122, this should say. Why is the reset button not appearing? Luckily, the reset button not appearing is only a client-side feature, so I can force it to reset. Confirm reset. Yes! Level 3, 122. 2 skill points. Wonderful. I fixed it. Alright, I can check that off of the changelog. Pepsi Boy, that was a great suggestion. Thank you. Two skill points because I'm level 3 now. You get one. Your skill points are your level -1. But secretly on the server side, your level is equal to how many skill points you have, so that I have less of a headache. It's just that when it gets to the client, I just +1 it before I put it in the element there. All right, what's next on the list? Right, so this is what I wanted to do tonight. I was going to do crafting and start on that with you guys, but instead I want to convert to normal carry limits and weights. So what I'm doing right now is carry limits are based on item limits. So like if you see in the pop-up menu here, the carry limit is 50 because that's just what I set it to. And it's a per item basis. So you can have, like, there's no, what do you say, like person-wide weight limit. It's just like per item. You can have as many items as you want as long as it's not more than the carry limit. So no, I honestly don't think per item carry limit is good. I wanted to try something different with it, but the more I think about how I'm going to implement crafting and supplies to be deeper in the game, the more I think it's just going to be less useful, because players are going to want to balance, or are going to want to learn the most efficient way, or want to figure out the most efficient way of what supplies to always keep. And I don't want to take that depth away by just implementing a per item carry limit and that's it. So, yeah. So also, if you didn't notice, I made icons for each item instead. So it'll tell you what the item is called: cloth, wood stick, scrap metal. I made they're like ASCII symbols for each of them, and you can change back to list if you want, and then you can sort by count or name. Features. I love making features. All right, so to start, we're going to need to make weights for every item. So let's go to the supplies.cs. And so this is actually a leak of the loot tables for how cities work. So it chooses a random number between 3 and 14, and then it'll go down this list and add things based on the total, based on that number. So, like if this number total becomes 5, then it'll only select from the first 5, and say, all right, we're gonna give between 1 and 12 wooden sticks. We're gonna do between 1 and 9 scrap metal, 1 and 9 cloth, 1 and 3 rope, 1 and 7 plastic. So why does it start at 3? So that you're guaranteed to get wooden sticks, scrap metal, and cloth. And it goes all the way up to 14 because there's only 11 items, but I want it to be slightly more likely that you can get everything. In my opinion, that is bad code. We got our first code criticism, guys. Woohoo! All right, we've got all the items here. This is every item in the game right now. So we've got all your basic items. These are going to be craftable items, which we're going to work with today or whenever I stream or we'll work on the game next. I don't know if I'm going to get to crafting tonight with making weight limits, but we'll see. And the weapons down here. So I need to add weights to all of these. I don't know. What should weight be? What kind of basis should I go off of? And what should the character's weight limit be? Yeah, dude, charged core. Here's what the crafting recipe is going to be. It's going to be 10 scrap metal, 2 circuit boards, 3 wires, 3 batteries, and 1 copper coil. So that'll be cool. That'll be cool, right? Am I doing good? Alright, I'm going to start with small numbers. A lot of games will start with like the number 10 so that things go into thousands, but I like to start with the small numbers. So I'm just going to give a weight of 1 to wooden sticks, 1 to scrap metal. Plastic will be... Now I'm already having the debate of should I do realistic weights or realistic weights or normal weights. Or like balanced weights. I can't hear you over my game? What? I mean, just turn the volume up. It's not that... Alright, you know what? Maybe it is a little quiet. There's a filter in OBS somewhere where I can turn the volume up. Gain. There, is that better? Let me go a little higher. How much better is that? Can you hear me better? So quiet even on max volume. Yeah. Is it better now? I think it's a lot. It should be much better now. Now as long as I don't scream, it'll be good. Testing, normal speaking volume. Testing. Yeah, that's way better. Do whatever is balanced. After all, you never define how much 1 scrap metal and 1 plastic is. Yeah, thanks, Memington. That's the first place that I noticed it too. COD Zombies. I always noticed to give you 10 points per thing, but there was no reason. Because there's no 5. Like, if there was going to be like a 5-point increment so they could give you slightly less, then it makes sense, but there's really no need. Or you know what, maybe there were increments of like 15 points, and maybe that's why they did it, so they didn't have to do decimals. Oh man, did Bales 64 find the line of best fit? Yeah, you're prone by the perk machine, exactly. Alright, so I'm just going to do one for now. Wait, really? I never heard of that. Man, there were so many Easter eggs in those games. If you prone by the perk machine and you get 15 points, I never knew that. Alright, anyway, I'm just going to make base items 1, and then the value of the items, I'm going to make the weight a little bit higher. Or I guess the usefulness of what the items eventually would be. So wood stick is 1, scrap metal is 1, weight is 5 for steel shard. Plastic will do 2, because that's, you know, plastic isn't more heavy than scrap metal, but it's going to be slightly more, have slightly more utility, so that's why. Weight for circuit board 3. You know what? I'm going to make scrap metal 2. Wood stick is 1, scrap metal is 2, plastic is 2. What's the worst that could possibly happen? I need to rebalance it. It's not going to be that bad. Battery, going to be... Should batteries be heavy? A charged battery from a time when energy was unlimited. Definitely inedible, yeah. 4. I'm going to say 4. Weight for circuit board is 0.1. Nah, dude. You know, I'll make it a little lower, but I'm not going to put it all the way low. Weight for battery is 4. Energy cell. So wire is going to be 1, because you're going to need a lot of wires. Like the charge cord took 10 wires, I think. How many wires did it make it? 3? Let's make it 5. See, there's no balancing being done right now because no one's played it yet. So I can make these numbers whatever I want. Yeah, Pepsi Boy, once I name one of these functions something, it has to be named that forever. So the title is what gets shown to the client. Oy vey. Come on. Wire is going to be 1. I'm taking way too long to decide on these. Copper coil, 5. Cloth is going to be a definite 1. Rope is going to be 3. Bullet's going to be... Nah, but bullets are really light. Bullets should be 1, but they're exceedingly rare, so I guess it doesn't matter. Syringe is going to be 5 because they're pointy. They'll point stuff in your bag if you put too much in there. How about that? It's not that they're heavy, it's just that there's... How do I say? It's not because heavy. It's because you shouldn't be able to store a lot of needles in your backpack. Shovel head. That's going to be a good 10. Charged core, let's say 15. And then shovel's going to be, I don't know, 12. Let's not do even numbers. I like having non-even numbers. I think non-even numbers make things way more interesting, especially for players who are trying to, you know, min-max stuff. I like when numbers are not even. A rusty knife is going to be, I don't know, sounds pretty light. It's called an 8. Fire extinguisher will be 11. There we go. Every item has weight now. Oh, rope should weigh more? Why? We'll figure it out. I get you're joking. We'll do it eventually. We'll balance with time. So, gosh, I forgot how dry speaking in streams makes my throat. Is the volume better now, by the way, Pepsi Boy? 10 bullets weigh the same as a shovel? Yeah, we can start these Minecraft memes already. Like the Minecraft meme of like storing billions of tons of weight on your body with golden blocks. Whatever, man, it's fun. Alright, so... Wait, Bale 64, did you ever find the line? Line of best fit? Let me actually, while I am remembering it, fix the XP explanation of losing your skill points. Because it's still going to make it sound like you're going to lose the skill points and not the levels. Permanently. Should be the only place that says permanently. Yeah. Are you sure? If you choose to revert all your skills to their original values, you will lose 5 levels. That's pretty serious. And then I don't think there's anything else that matters that much. Okay, so let me go to the JavaScript, because there is the function that determines whether you even see the reset box. You posted the... I didn't see it. Where did you... You did not post it. Because you said line of best fit, but there was no post above it. Yeah, you definitely didn't post it. Or maybe YouTube, like, stopped you. I don't know. But it's definitely not anywhere in chat if you scroll up. I think it's in set HTML at the top. If XP.level doesn't equal skill points minus resets. Resets doesn't exist anymore, so I can get rid of skill resets. Skill resets, get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of... This function needs to be changed. Alright, that should be fine. You posted it twice now? What? Why can I not see it? Look, it's not on my screen. Make sure you... Oh, top... That's it, Red Tech. You're right. Yo, what the heck? That's not right. That is absolutely not correct. Why is it 0 point all of these zeros? Dude, something is wrong with your equation. That's not correct. Because look, this is the function before is very simple. Where is it? It's up here. It's just level XP increment divided by 2. You know, it's got to be even, or I have to use doubles. Base level XP times level plus 1. You know, comes out to a polynomial. It goes on a graph. Dude, can you even math your data points? I'll figure it out myself. Basically, what I'm trying to do here is level 1 takes 50 XP to get, or level 2 takes 50 XP to get to. 3 takes so what I'm doing is it's going to still be the 30, the increment is still going to be 36, but I'm going to add, no, what I want to do is I want to change it to 20, but then add 2 for every level. So this is, the next level would take 70 XP to get to. The next level would take 92 XP to get to, because it goes 20 and then 22. And then it would take, what's 92 plus 24? 116? 116 XP. 6 would be whatever that is plus 26. 142 XP. I'm doing that math right? Right? Someone will correct me. But the problem is, like I said before, it doesn't get reset back to 0 every time you level up. This needs to be maintained. So if you have 50 XP, you actually have 50. But then when you need 70, it's 120. Why am I need to use tabs like an insane person. I cannot type. And then 120 plus 92 is 212. Oh, it's right up here. Right, yeah. That's where I got these numbers from. And then 116 plus 212 is 330. Wait, that's not 330. I'm stupid. That's why the data is wrong. It should be 212 plus 116 is, hold on, I can do math. Processing. Sorry, I got distracted. 212 plus 116 is 118, 128, 228. 328, my bad. That's why the math is wrong. It should be 328. And then 328 plus 142 is going to be 330, 370, 470. And then 7 is going to be 142 plus 28, which is 150, 170 XP. which is 640. So these are your actual numbers. I lied. These should be 328, 470, 640. So now do the math again with these. Thank you very much. Sorry for my bad math. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiota. Alright, I'm going to move this up back to the bottom because I actually couldn't tell I was at the bottom of the screen with this. So yeah, this should become whole numbers now, theoretically. So whatever MathWiz is plugging that in right now, go ahead and take that screenshot. I'll leave it up for another sec. Alright, so back to it. What was I doing with this? XP.level doesn't equal. So before, what I was doing was the resets times 5 level minus. It was just a complicated way of saying if you don't have 5 skill points or you don't have 5 levels, then don't show the option to reset. But since XP and levels will always be equal now, we can just say if XP is greater than 5, then show it. Otherwise, don't show it. Or if level's greater than 5, show it. It needs to be greater, not. I'll do greater than or equal to 6. Because if it's 5, you shouldn't be able to reset. If it's 6, you can. Or maybe, you know what? I'll just let you reset at any time. You know what? I'll still hide it. I'm going to hide it if you're less than 6 so that a new user doesn't get confused why there's a reset button already on their screen. No! No. What I want to do is if skill points are equal to 0. No, if skill points are less. That's what I want to do. If skill points are less than your level, that's when you show it, because that means you've used a skill point, and that means you would want to reset it. So if XP.level is greater than XP.skill points, and display is none, then show it. So that should be correct. Yeah, that should be fine. That makes sense to me. All right, let me just do a search on the whole solution real fast for XP.skill resets. Make sure I'm not using this anywhere else by accident. Oh, I am using it somewhere. Well, that's good. Yeah, so killing means it's going to reset that. All right, cool. Okay. Anyone figure out that equation yet? Curious. Wow, we've had 5 viewers this whole time. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. All right, so I fixed that. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Now I can get back to weight limits. All right, I'm going to get some water. I'll be right back. I already drank all of mine because of my throat. Alrighty. So back to weight limits. How do I even fix what we originally had? Oh, nice, Bales. Bales, are you doing the actual math, or did you find a tool online that works? Because I could not find an online tool that did it for me. And I tried to remember the actual math, but it's been like 5 years since high school. which I'm really sad about, honestly. I was really good at calculus and stuff, but I don't remember it at all anymore. But I guess that's the nature of growing up. Alright, where do I start with this? Right, okay, we need to go to XP. Levels. This needs to be... because your skills are going to include your carry limit. So, I guess we'll just call it... Alright, base carry. And then we'll put that down here. Yeah, base carry is what we'll call it. Max carry. And then let's just make it... everything seemed pretty low. Let's say 50 is your starting point for your carry limit. And then you can upgrade it with skill points. That makes sense to me. And we need to go to common. And we need to make this backwards compatible first. So reformat old players down here. I'm just going to go to... wait, get user skills. Is that doing that? Exists get. It's going to add it if it doesn't exist. Yeah, but we need to also add max carry now. So we need to do not connections, data, user ID, skills. That should do it. So now, exists add is an extension method that I made. Basically what it does is, if it doesn't contain the key, it'll add the key with whatever your new token is. So, nice and easy. Now now old people will have max carry. This just makes it backwards compatible, so whenever someone logs in, because reformat old players is called as soon as you log in. So if there's anything wrong with your data, it'll fix it. Basically what it does. No one figured out that math problem yet, huh? Alright, so base carry, I guess I'll put it... I hope it doesn't get confusing, but I guess skills should be included. Because like I want to include skills into supplies. Or, sorry, carry into supplies, but it makes the most sense to keep it in skills. So I guess I'll just go carry, set it to 0, because your character is going to start with nothing, so it's going to... your carry weight is going to be nothing. So I'm going to have to be careful about every time you add or remove an item, it reduces the carry limit from carry as well. Here, I'm going to make another method here. We're going to call it get user carry. And there's going to be get user skills carry here. It'll be nice and easy. What about the weight of the characters themselves? No, you will not be able to make your character a skinny, underweight, stick, or morbidly obese. Over encumbered. I'll make that if I need it. I don't know if I'll need that yet. You know what? I will need the max carry though. And I guess if I'm only using the max carry, you know, I'm just gonna make both. There's no harm in making both. Just do get user max carry and then do the same thing here. Chop off an arm to reduce weight. Now we're thinking in 2019 here. We're thinking in 2020. All right, user max carry, user carry. The reason I make these is because rather than calling the entire JSON string every single time. I can just use this method and then not have to worry about if I ever want to change it. So instead of going, you know, int mem.userid data skills max carry, instead I can just go xp.getUser max carry user ID. I actually forgot the user ID here. So see, it's slightly shorter and it's easier to read. So 11x power of 2 plus 15x minus 24, that's perfect. Is that actually perfect? Wait, I think you did it wrong. So if x is 0, so here's your equation. All right, so 11x power of 2 plus 15x minus 4. So if x equals 0, it's going to be negative 24. Yeah, that's wrong, because if x is 0, it should be x is 0, it should be 0, and if x is 1, it should be 50. No, it drifts, don't bother checking, yeah. Well, keep working on it, Red Tech, if you want. I mean, you don't have to. This is technically, it's my job to do that, but you can be helpful if you want. All right, so we have the carry limit attached to the character. We have carry. Now we got to do the fun part, which is going to time and well, crap, I got to do it in both JavaScript. All right, while I'm here, I'm going to do it in time first. So we're going to go down to, hold on, let me just minimize this stuff. New clock turn, movement, events, and looting is what we want. So add event to user, confirm loot. All right, so this is where the loot calculation happens. It goes through the loop of your new loot. This is where it gets your new loot that you've decided you want, your old loot, and the available loot from the item, and then it just sorts through and makes sure all the numbers are right, and then does it. But instead of, because what I'm doing before is item stack, or included, I guess I should also do item stack. Oh no, now I need to think about if I want stacks at all. Oh heck. Hello Grimnir, welcome to the stream. C# is great, and I also don't understand regex. I prefer to use the .contains, .substring, .replace. I'll use all of those stuff before I even look at regex, and I've never had a need for regex, so I'm sure I'll need it one day and need to learn it, but for right now, those functions are fine for me too. But welcome. Are you like from my Discord? Did you just drop in from YouTube somewhere? Where are you from? No, from your Discord. Okay, cool. Welcome. Yeah, Bales. X is 0, Y is 0. I have it up here. Well, yeah, I did it wrong. This should be, because the reason I put 2, 3, and 4 here is because when you're level 1, it'll show that the next level 2 is at 50. But really behind, the code behind it's 0 anyway. So what it should be is, so 0 should be 0. Oops. This is what it should be. 0 is 0, 1 is 50, 2 is 70, 3 is 92, and so on. Take a screenshot of this now. Yeah, I was wrong. Sorry. I'm stupid. We've established that, so it's okay. Wow, I've been streaming for an hour already? Sheesh. Time flies when you're having fun, huh? I love doing this. Programming games is so much fun to me. Having a good time, having a good time. Don't stop me now. All right, we got to do this. So here, I'm going to get rid of... All right. I think my game inventory limits are not based on grids like they are in Rust and Minecraft and other games. My inventory limits are based on... Or my inventory, like, grid... It's not a grid, it's like PUBG where you can just scroll through it and have as much of anything as you want. No, but even PUBG will split it into multiple things. What do I do? You know what? There's no reason to implement carry limits. It's just confusing. It just makes the space bigger. There's no reason. I can't think of a reason. I'll just remove them. Yeah, let's remove carry limits. And then, or stack limits, and then we'll just keep the weight. Grew up with games and always wanted to code. I was the opposite. I grew up with games but didn't want to code. I always wanted to make the 3D art and stuff, which is what I ended up going to college for. But as it turns out, I enjoy programming way more. All right, so I'm gonna comment this out. I'm not gonna delete it completely yet. Let's just highlight this. There we go. Comment all of them out at once. Make sure that did it right. Yeah, looks right. Well, dude, you can get started today. It's never too late to get started. All right, so carry limits are out. Now I need to go back to time.cs and get from name items. Yeah, stack doesn't exist anymore. What I want is the item weight. Oh, I only referred to the stack once. Alright, I'm gonna just sleuthly replace this with carry weight because it's only used once. I'll just change it when I get down to there. So the item weight is going to be weight of the item, supplies. All right, so we need to get your weight. But I don't... Well, no, it's in the memory, so it's okay to call it every time. I was going to say I don't want to call the weight every time. I'd rather assign it a variable, but I might as well. Yeah, so I don't need to go into your carry limit because we have xp dot carry get user max carry user ID. So item weight. So basically what we're going to do is I'm going to go xp.get user carry. Why can I not type user ID? Then we're going to go down to here and say if user carry plus item weight is greater than the user's maximum carry, then we're going to skip it because that means the user is cheating because the JavaScript would have stopped them by now already. That's basically what this is saying. So if user carry plus item weight, no, I'm doing this wrong already. We need to do item weight times the count. So this is how much you've gained. So I need to do how many items you've gained times that. And if gained is greater than 0, that's when we check. Because the item weight doesn't, if you're losing it, then it doesn't matter if your weight is going to be okay or not, so it's fine. First one to solve what, Red Tech? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, so if gained is greater than 0, means you're actually gaining items because it's your new count minus your old count. If your new count is more than if your new count is less than your old count, then we're going to go down to here if you lost in count of this item, and then item weight isn't going to matter. It's going down no matter what. And we don't want to restrict people if it's going down anyway, in case they reset their skill points, and we don't want them to just drop items in place. We want them to be able to hold them until they are forced to let go because they don't have enough space. Or maybe I should do something about that. I'll probably have to do something about that eventually. But it will be important for backwards compatibility. If I change the weight of an item and it makes someone over encumbered, then we can't just stop them from ever doing anything. We need to allow them to get rid of the item. So item weight should only be considered if gained is greater than 0. So item weight is going to be equal to gained. So if you've gained one item, then it'll be the weight times 1. So if user carry plus, let's call this new weight instead of item weight since you've got multiple weights. Or how about added weight? And then you go, if how much you're carrying right now plus how much you're gaining in weight is greater than XP user max carry, then the user's cheating and skip this. That sounds right. That sounds right, right? Right? And your old properties doesn't need to worry about it either. Alright, that should be good. I think that's fine. If I really wanted to be fancy, I could get rid of this variable entirely and go like this. You know what? Actually, I'd rather do that. I like to condense stuff a lot. I like to put stuff on one line as much as possible. I could even do this. But I won't do that because then continues way to the right and it's hard to see. I have a weird philosophy. I have a weird mix of readability and condensing stuff into one line as much as I possibly can when it comes to programming for me. So like I'll do stuff like this where instead of putting this to a variable, I'll say this big thing times the weight plus this is greater than this in this giant if statement, but then I'll still put the brackets because I want it to be readable. Which I think is a good thing personally, but I don't know. Feel free to judge me. Oh, man. A year and a half without streaming, and I am losing my voice after an hour and 15 minutes. Where are your Lambda expressions? I actually don't know how to use Lambda expressions. I've been programming for just over a year. I never learned how to do them, but I've never needed them, so when I need them, I'll learn them, but I've never needed them, so yeah. Alright, so this should be good for the server side, blocking of weight and stuff. Let me... What did I name it? Stack? Let me see if stack is used anywhere else here. If it's not used here, it shouldn't be anywhere else, but I'm just going to do a search on the entire solution. Actually, let me rename it in this. I'm dumb. Hold on, guys. I'm a little bit slow. I gotta name it to something that's not stacked so it doesn't come up. only on this document. All right, now we're going to insert the entire thing for the word stack. It's going to come up in the JavaScript, actually. Yeah, item.stack. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Get out of here. We're not allowed to look at that. All right, you know what? It's fine. I think it's fine. We're going to rename stackable to stack so I don't get confused in the future. Okay. That should be good. We're done with stack. Now, we have to go to the JavaScript. Yeah, I know I'm already being hacked. Haha. Now I have to go to JavaScript and say, and look at the weight of stuff. Is that still open? Did one of these open? Probably didn't. Supplies. Now, when I do these movement calculations, which are going to be give items and take items, rather than looking at item.stack, I need to look at item.weight. And then check if weight times the increment, however many I'm taking, is too much. Oh, you're dirty. See, yeah, it was just table names. It's not a big deal. I probably should just let them be seen at some point anyway, so I don't freak out about it in the future. Honestly, consistent 5 this whole stream has been great. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Stop scrolling so fast your computer can't keep up? What are you talking about? Do you mean the bitrate on the stream? Oh yeah, that's the bitrate. That's going to happen no matter what. I mean, I could make the bitrate higher, but then it's just, there's no need to. It's going to be still most of the time anyway. Like if I switch there and back. No, it's not that bad. Maybe you just turn, if your quality's not all the way up, then turn it up. Right, so next is the stack. We have renamed it from stack to weight. So, okay, so take items means we're putting it in our inventory. Give items, we don't have to worry about the stack, which it's properly not worrying about it here, so that's cool. This, I think this is the only place where stack is considered in this doc. No, it's in a lot more places. All right, wait, is it only in take items though? So you got the stack and the stack in the object. Yes, actually, it's only being used in the object, so that's fine. Okay, goodbye, Red Tech. You could have, I mean, thanks for joining. Like, I don't mind you being here. It's not annoying or anything, but goodbye. Thanks for joining. Like I said, these are really casual. This isn't like a big YouTube grind or anything. I'm just sort of documenting the development of the game here. Sure, eventually I'll get people who actually want to see this kind of thing, because I'm sure it's still mostly the old fans who are just here because they care about me. They don't really care so much about programming. Actually, I'm going to tag Hermitoclock because he tagged me a while ago with his live streams of programming. Alright, anyway, back to this. Oh man, Bales might have the equation. All right, let's see. Hit me with it. You can't have it as a single equation though? What? That's baloney. Because of special cases? Psh. Let me see it. It's got to be possible to have it as one equation. It always is. I don't know how late I'm going to do these, because talking is actually more tiring than I thought it would be. But like I said, I want it to be a casual thing, so I don't have to talk too much if there's not anyone talking to me. So this is all of the places stack is used. So increment is going to be current count greater than number. It's going to be number, otherwise it's current count of the item. If your count plus increment is greater than the stack, then increment is only going to be equal to the stack minus your count. Oh, Ox, hello. Oh, I don't know if I trust you with moderator. You're mod on the. You know what? I guess you're. All right. Here, I'll add you as a mod. You did earn most of my trust, so I'll just let it be. Right now we're working on weight limits for items. So the way it was before was there was a carry limit on a per item basis, so you couldn't carry like more than 50 sticks at a time for instance. What I'm doing now is a more normal weight-based carry limit, so you can carry as many sticks as you want up until the weight limit. So if sticks weigh like 2, then and your weight limit is 300, then you can carry 150 sticks, and then each item has their own weight. So I already did the server math for preventing you from adding too many items, but now I need to make it on the client side so people don't have it break, if that makes sense. Derogatory name leak. Yeah, I know. I have a couple of fake names that I use on different accounts. That's the name I use on my Microsoft account. Don't hack me, please. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, these are going to be casual streams. These aren't as much like a YouTube grind trying to maximize profits kind of thing. This is more of just a casual, I was going to be programming my game right now anyway, so I'm just talking to people who care about the game at the same time. Makes sense. Makes sense to me. Hermeticlock, welcome. Hello. Yeah, so I made a channel for development of my game. They're going to be very casual. They're not like a YouTube grind or anything. It's just going to be, I was going to come home, sit down, and program my game anyway, so I might as well live stream it, Before I was very, I really like to show off my code and stuff like this. But I was afraid of showing it to the world because I didn't want people to hack it. But now I'm like a more mature developer, and I know that if people are going to find hacks, it's not going to be because there's problems. So, and it's not going to be because I leaked the code. It's going to be because it was an actual exploit anyway. And besides, people are going to want to explain a leak that they see in the stream anyway most of the time. Yeah, this is Taraga Dev, brand new channel. I don't want all those Minecraft viewers tainting the YouTube algorithm. So, even though they probably already are, I'd rather start fresh. Be very casual, not try to maximize profits from children or anything. So, just do it because I was going to stream anyway. And yeah, having a good time. And yeah, this is Visual Studio 2017. I didn't upgrade to 2019 because I didn't feel like it. What tech stack we're using? C#, SQL Server, JavaScript, basic Microsoft stack. So I've got SQL Server in some of these classes, but I don't want to open them up and show off the database too much. Yeah, Ox has it there. All right, anyway, I need to figure this out. What is my game doing, by the way? All right, he's just sitting there. He doesn't need to level up or anything. It's fine. Yeah, I know, right? TypeScript, what a meme. Isn't TypeScript just like their own version and it compiles into vanilla JavaScript anyway? Like, what's the point? That would be the ultimate meme. But no, vanilla JavaScript, best JavaScript. I don't download libraries. Has types, so it's good. Yeah. The only libraries I'm using on here are SignalR, which SignalR is necessary. It's the WebSocket library that I use with C#. WebSockets in C#, because C# is a very high-level language, but for some reason WebSockets are super low-level in it. It's like C++ level of stuff with WebSockets. So SignalR is a library that takes it to the more high-level, dumbed-down version that I'd be able to use. Then it adds the JavaScript scripts for you. Unfortunately, SignalR is dumb, and they need jQuery to be in here, which don't ask me why. So jQuery has to be on the website, of course. So that's there, even though I don't want it to be there. But this is all SignalR, and then the Google reCAPTCHA JavaScript, and then everything else is mine. I've handwritten all of this stuff. So, Farmer Joe, hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to my casual new channel, where I'm not trying to grind for money. I would have been streaming anyway. So, all right, I got to figure out this stack thing. I don't want to get too distracted with chat here. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to do is trying to convert to a weight-based limit instead of a individual item carry limit. You can't donate anyway because this is a fresh channel. You can't super chat until I have 1,000 subscribers. So subscribe today. All right, so Control F stack. That's what I'm looking for. So your account plus increment is greater than the stack of the item. Instead, what we want to do is the weight of the item times however many you're trying to. Okay, so right, what I'm forgetting to do right now is I'm forgetting to. I need to broadcast those. So when I do the, where's broadcast? Broadcast skills is gonna, okay, that broadcasts the entire thing, and then there's the individual broadcast level up that's done. So we're gonna broadcast that. We need to go to XP and keep track of the limit and the carry limit. So let me just pull this over here real fast. So these are the two new variables I added to the skills. What is set timeout for a variable? It's the function that you want to do after the integer at the end, and then the integer is the number of milliseconds. So you'd put 1,000. Oh, Bale64 has the equation. All right, hold on. While this is on my head, I'm going to do this, but he has the equation. Let's see if he figured it out. Because I'm nerfing loot again. I figured out a new equation I want to do for it, and Bales has been trying relentlessly to figure it out. So where was I? Right, I want to go to XP. I want to go down to where I declared these variables. And I want to say carry is going to be 50 because that's what the base was, right? Pretty sure that's what I set the base to be. Yeah, 50, and then max carry needs to be 50, and then carry needs to be 0 because you're going to be holding nothing by default. And then we go up to here where set HTML, we're going to say, all right, apply skills. This is, where is it? What did I want? Where is it? Engine. So in the engine, we're going to receive the data from the server in the applied data function. XP is what I'm looking for. XP.apply. That's what I'm looking for. So we're going to go to apply json.skills. Down here, there it is. And then we're going to copy this twice. We're going to go, if carry isn't undefined, xp.carry is equal to json.carry. If max carry isn't undefined, xp.maxcarry is going to be equal to json.maxcarry. So now that's applied. Now we can go back up to supplies over here and say we're going to say increment. So if your count, because we're not doing this based on stacks anymore, so it's not going to be if your count plus, no, we need your weight. If xp.carry, there. If xp.carry plus increment times the weight of the item that you have, which is going to be that, is greater than xp.maxcarry. That's what I'm trying to do here. Then increment is going to equal however much less, so that it fixes it automatically. Oh, we're getting a lot of conversation I'm missing in chat here. Just finished coding all day at work and now I'm watching someone else do it. Dude, I love programming so much that if I'm not like going out to hang out with in my social life, then I'm working all day. I program for 8 hours, and then I drive home, I eat dinner, and then I program my game all evening. I just really love what I do. I really enjoy this a lot. So I literally, if I'm not engaging in my social life, I'm programming or sleeping. So, yeah. Programmed in jQuery. Yes, I do. There's jQuery here because SignalR requires it. I am not using jQuery whatsoever. I am for now an unemployed software developer with knowledge in a lot of languages where C# is my primary coding. I know to code full stack. I mean, that shouldn't be that hard to get a job. Full stack is super needed. Seriously consider vessels. What do you mean, Herm? What does vessels mean? Is that like a language or like a library? All right, anyway, increment is going to need to be, let me pseudocode this real fast. So if my carry limit is 50, and I have 40 weight worth of items, and I'm trying to add 10 sticks, or 10 scrap metal that weigh 2 each, then I don't want to add 10, I want to add 5. So I'm going to add, no, but I can't divide it because it can't always be an even number. Wait, can I just reverse this equation? Isn't increment just going to be xp.maxcarry minus your current carry limit? No, because increment is the number of items. So I need to go current object.data times weight. All right, this is more complicated than it used to be. Hold on. Low overhead containerization converts to WebAssembly files. Very safe. I don't even know what WebAssembly is. Is that the WebASM thing that Ox22 keeps trolling about? I don't know. Oh, I'm watching. Wow. Welcome, everyone. Feel free to subscribe or like the stream or, you know, the stuff that'll help if you want. Jeez, this is hurting my head. Herm is a troll. No, he's not. Herm is a very nice young man. Okay, it is WebASM. Okay. Just trolling about it. Yeah, seems like it. Why did I type xp.maxcarry twice? Oops. Whoops. Whoa.css. I haven't heard of that, but I can already imagine what it could be. Is it like a... I imagine it's like a subreddit kind of deal. This code is unreadable. Yeah, it's because I'm using all variables from the server and stuff that you haven't seen. I can read it, and that's what matters. xp.carry. So don't I just want to do xp.maxcarry minus increment times weight? All right, pseudo. I gotta write numbers. 50 is your carry limit. Minus 40 equals 10 is how much space you have to work with. So at some point I want to do xp.maxcarry minus xp.carry. So you have 10 to work with. And then if your item is a scrap metal and it weighs 2, oh, you made whoa.css? Send it or link it in Discord or something. I want to see it. Whoa.css. That's beautiful. Oh, hold on. I gotta open this on the stream. That is wonderful. View demo here. That's perfect. I gotta use this. Wow. All right. There's all this beautiful stuff. Fade in. Oh, that's nice and simple. World famous dev. It's the first result on Google. That's beautiful, dude. This is a maximum. This is maximum tier stuff. Oh, I like how it was still flying around. All right, I gotta get back to this. I gotta get back to work. All right, so our scrap metal. I can't think all this. I have to write it out. Our scrap metal weighs 2 pounds. Let's say pounds. All right, just so I don't have to end it with nothing. Scrap metal weighs 2, but I'm trying to add 10. But I can only have 10 left of space. So this is trying to add 20. So I want to take okay, I do have to do a division, but I want to do a math.floor, I think. So I'm going to do the remaining space. No. Okay, however much I'm trying to add. I'm trying to add 20 weight. 20 weight minus... Let's just... Alright, you know what? Say 13 instead. I need it to be a not even number. Minus 10 is going to add 13, which doesn't make sense. That's the problem. It needs to be 10 minus 26. Math the absolute value. So that's going to end up positive 13. Which is how much it was trying to get. No, because it's only... No. Because we only need 10. We don't need to subtract or anything. We know we need 10. So then we're going to say 10 divided by the weight of the scrap metal equals to 5. And that's how much we add. We add 5 scrap metal. So then if we make this a not even number, like 13, it becomes... Yeah, and then we do the math.floor. Okay, so I got it. So it's this and this. Max carry minus normal carry divided by the item's weight. And then the floor of that should be the increment. That sounds right to me. Yes, that's definitely right. Okay, so that's our new increment. So basically, if you're looting and you click the plus 10 button on an item that shouldn't be allowed to be added, on the plus 10 item on something that's too heavy to add all of it, it will only add as much as it can. So it'll determine how much you have left, and then divide it by the weight to get how many items with a remainder, and then shed the remainder, and that's how many items you can add. That makes sense to me. Okay, so this is the new increment. So we're going to say if your count equals 0, then we're going to add it here. Otherwise, it's going to be your count plus increment. Yeah, we don't have to worry about the stack anymore. Okay, so if your count is equal to current object.data.stack. No, this needs to be different. This needs to be... So it can't be equal anymore because it could potentially be less than the full amount that it shows you. This is going to show me the warning right now. Yeah, this is the little warning function. This is basically what flashes and says your limit is reached. And I'll put a bar on the looting screen as well, so you can see. But we'll get to that. Increment curve, blah 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 blah. Yeah, this is just a complicated way to say it's flashing. I don't really know a simpler way to make something flash. I mean, I could have done a set interval here and then canceled it after 3, but that would have just been more complicated than 3 set timeouts. So, I mean, you know, it's less memory efficient technically, but whatever. Bye, Bills. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you being here. What SCSS can do this? Yeah, I bet it can. The depth of that thing, man. You can probably do so much. So if increment is equal to 0, wait, why did I even put this here? This is just making sure it's the max, but increment will only be 0 if you've clicked the button and it's not adding anything. I just need to say if increment is 0 at all anyway. Yeah, why did I... That doesn't make sense. Alright, well that makes things easy then. So rather than current.object.data.stack, limit reached, Okay, so what this is doing, this is flashing the number. So it's making it clear that the number is the limit that's been reached, but we don't care about the number anymore. We want to keep it at the weight. Or you know what? I guess I could leave it at that. This doesn't exist anymore, but I could just do the count of that item. So we could go your count, your current count. Yes, you know, I'm just gonna use this. This is just the amount that you definitely have right there. Oh, I get it. It was just doing the stack before because if you had the maximum amount, then it didn't matter if I was referring to how much you had or the stack because that was the stack. So instead, I'm just gonna put the actual count that you definitely have into here, and it'll say that, right? Because loot current is loot is down here, I think. What the heck? Where did I? No, I need to do your current, not current. I knew I was messing up some name. So this needs to be your current ID dot count. There we go. And then it'll flash and say limit reached. Perfect. Well, we need to test this then. I'm trying to remember if there's anything I'm forgetting, but I don't think there is. If this works, I'm going to make the UI elements now that represent weight limit. Let me close this down here. I actually didn't need to do all of that. Refresh the JavaScript. Alright, so if I open this up, we go xp.weight should be no, because I named it carry, not weight. Carry 0, and max carry should be 50. All right, that's all confirmed server side. That's all working correctly. Now I need to go loot something. Darn it, I was right next to a city and I walked far away. All right, let's go down to this house. Back room, closet, search. Okay, so I'm gonna add this. How much is my weight? No, because when I'm adding the item, it's not affecting my carry weight. I forgot to do that. I need to make sure the weight is affected too. So we gotta go loot dot, no, not loot. We need to go xp dot carry plus equals your current count unreadable code. Yeah, whatever. It's not unreadable. You're just trolling. I'm setting your current count up here. That's the problem. So, okay, so I need to add the weight up here. Have fun maintaining this. It's really easy, actually, because I've been maintaining it for 2 months now. So I guess the easiest way to do this would be to... No, it's the increment times the weight of the item. Well, let me copy this up here real fast so I don't forget. xp.carry plus equals increment times the item's weight. And when we're adding it completely, it's going to be... No, it's going to be the exact same thing, either way. So I'll just put that out here. So xp.carry plus equals increment times current object dot data dot weight. Alright, And I'm also going to need to make a startup function to automatically set the weight to while this is being set over here. So where was apply? Here it is. So when I set xp.carry, if xp.carry doesn't equal undefined, I want this to be an actual function, not just like a simple set. I want to loop through every single item, get their weight, add it all together, and then set xp.carry equal to that. Max carry can be set and not done anything about because it's from the server. The server will know that it's correct, so it's fine. So we're gonna do supplies get set before or after the XP? Supplies got set before the XP, so that means that we can go by it. You know, I have to put this somewhere else. Wait, RedTech, did you post the... Yeah, you posted an equation earlier. Bales did. Oh crap, I forgot to see if it worked. I gotta remember to check if this equation works. I gotta write this down real fast. Hold on, let me put this in my note. This was his new equation. It could work. It looks like it should work, actually. Wait, shouldn't this be a plus? I don't know. I'll test it. I'll test it. Anyway, I gotta get this out of my head real fast. So, let me open the game up and say XP, it's going to be supplies dot current. This is what I have right now. These are my items. So I'm just going to iterate through every object and get the count, and then go in the data and get the weight, multiply them, and then add it to the weight. So I got to do a let weight up here. This is going to be an object dot keys. You know, I should probably just put this into its own function. Let me put it up. I'll just put it here. Goodbye. Thanks for joining. But why am I doing set weight when this is already being set from the server? Right, it's because the server's reformat isn't checking how much items you have. That's what the problem is. This shouldn't be in JavaScript. This should be on the server. That's what my problem is here. I knew I was confused about something. So we need to go back to that reformat thing. And we need to say so if xp.user carry 0 and the user has supplies. Do I not have a player.supplies? Or I need to make a player.supplies because I don't remember what I named the J object. Public static supplies. All right, so what is the actual name of the thing with the supplies on it? What did I call it? This is resetting the supplies right here. Kill should be removing the supplies. Oh, I put the supplies under loot. That's what I did. So, okay, so this function in kill, this is just getting loot. It's not doing anything with it because I'm not dropping it anywhere yet, but it's just holding it and then forgetting about it. So I need to go loot. So this is what I'm returning under player.supplies. These are the supplies that the player has. And then we got to do .deep clone or everything breaks. What's your problem? Oh, I gotta cast it again? Sure, whatever. Is it gonna tell me I don't need these parentheses? No, it's fine. Okay. Well, I guess I do need to cast it twice then. That's... No, I don't. I'm doing it up here. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm cringing at myself right now for that, Bobby. So I forgot the comma here. Whoops. So now we can go back to time and say, or not time, common, reformat, and say player.supplies user ID .count is greater than 0. So only an old player will have this happen because their weight hasn't been set yet. If your carry weight is 0 but you're holding an item, that means this hasn't been set. We need to go through and fix it. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream, Baba. I know you're secretly enjoying it because you're still here, silently watching between the occasional troll message. So thank you. So now we need to iterate through all your supplies. We need to set this into a variable here so that if it is greater than 0, then we can just iterate it. For each jproperty, jprop in supplies.properties, int count equals jprop.value, count, and then the weight of the item is going to be data weight. And then count times weight is going to be what gets added to carry. So, right, I got to do. Plus equals count times weight. And then at the end of this, we just go, crap, I gotta remember, what does, how do we get the carry limit here? Okay, user skills. I know how to get it. User ID, data, skills, carry. No, I gotta get the user ID first. I always forget. User ID, then skills, then carry equals new carry, and then we're good. So now, when I publish this and start it up, these items that I have should automatically supplies.current, because I haven't woken up yet. Hold on. All right, something broke. Something broke. Knew that was going to happen. What's the problem? Common line 335. I typed something wrong. Something in here is broken. What's your problem? Value cannot be null. Neither of these should be null. The heck are you talking about? Excuse me. Because JSON.net or Newtonsoft.json is the library, a very standard C# library for JSON. It is, it's really, I mean, you know, it functions, it's literally just a class on its own. And it has its own serialization stuff that's very lightweight and easy to use. So I could write my own classes for this stuff, but I could also just remember what I do since it's fairly simple numbers here. And then, you know, it's not a big deal. Except for it is right now because for some reason I can't get my item here. Supplies, player.supplies, user ID, loot. I use my own classes for like chunks and stuff. Like the chunk system I made my own class for. For Perlin I made my own class. But for like the broadcasting and player related stuff, I just use JSON. The reason I'm using it like that is because it's getting sent straight to the JavaScript. Well, no, Baba, I agree ordinarily, and other stuff that I use is like that, but when it's sent to the JavaScript has to do minimal calculations because it's being sent straight to the client, and then the client just has it, you know. The server just serializes the JSON object that's already there, sends it to the client, and then the client has it, and it's good to go. It's not a big deal. It's not hard for it to calculate or anything. It's easier for the server and for the client, so nothing has to translate anything quite so much. Whereas if I made my own classes with serialization and stuff, it would be harder, more difficult, you know, yada yada. Yes, cringe, haha. Very funny. Anyway, weight is definitely under. Did I call it weight? Am I just dumb? I definitely called it weight, right? Yeah, it's definitely weight. And when the loot is added to the user, when it connects, start connection, and the loot is added right here, no, it's player state is travel, but we're player state needs to be travel, but we're sending the loot no matter what right here. Yeah, it is. It's user ID loot. So what is the problem? This is correctly getting it right here. Correctly getting the loot. User's carry limit is equal to 0. Oh, I forgot to add carry here. That's why. I added the bait. How did I forget to do that? I should have added both of those immediately. Well, that's a stupid error. You can type cringe now, Baba J. Alright, now this should be good. There we go. Supplies.current has the stuff. XP.carry is 9. Cool. That's because I have 1 cloth, which weighs 1. 3 scrap metal, which weigh 2, so that's 7. Wood stick I have 2 wood sticks, and that's 9. Perfect. Math. Lovely. So if I add the wood stick, that definitely should not be 50. What just happened? Oh no, I broke it. Ah. All right, I'll be right back. I have to. What the heck? Wow, that's very broken. All right, I have to use the bathroom. I'm gonna get some water, and I'll be right back. Anyone still here? Pidgey is still the last message. Nice. I'm gonna pour myself some eggnog. I'll be right back. Alright, it's time to fix this. I'm I'm still cringing. Oh, you're still there. Hello. Alright, I screwed up something with the increment. So it's just adding like 50 when I click the plus button. Let's refresh. Nothing got sent to the server, so it doesn't care if I refresh. Where was I? Common? No, this worked right. The problem is in here. Or not in here, in supplies. My bad. Oh, eggnog is so good. I feel bad for people who haven't tried it or who don't like it. I love this time of year because I can just go to the store and buy eggnog every time I run out. Wow, I've been streaming for 2 hours now. Dang. I'll probably turn it off soon so I can relax a little bit. Viewers are dwindling. But that's okay. So here's the problem. Your account equals so there's something wrong with this up here then. That's what the problem is. Alright, so XP max carry minus XP dot carry. Let's make sure that's working. So that's 41. Cool. Very nice. Wait, what the heck? Why is the parenthesis here? That's why JavaScript is confused, because the parenthesis was going around the comparator here. That's funny. All right, let's try this again. Did that work? That worked, just like that. All right, so if I add the rusty knife, should go, yeah, it added 8. Cool, let's refresh. It's plus 10 on the rusty knife. Cool, perfect. That is working perfectly. That's all it was. So I did everything perfectly. I just had a typo on the parenthesis. Wunderbar. Okay, now when I give the items away, I need to get the increment and then subtract the weight too. We did not forget to subtract the weight. So xp.carry minus equals increment, however many you're getting rid of, times current object times data time. Yeah, that should be fine. I need to stop publishing when I don't need to. I only need to publish if I edit the app code. Publishing just takes time. There's no need. Right, xp.carry is 9. If I get rid of one cloth, nope, current object is undefined. Something is breaking. Wait, what? Why did that? Okay, I get it. Something is forgotten here. Your ID. Oh, because okay, it hasn't been added yet. I think. All right, hold on. I'm figuring this out. I'm sipping my eggnog. I'm figuring this out. So what is the error here? Current object is undefined. Oh right, I need to be doing current. Okay, I need to do your object because current object doesn't necessarily exist. That's what the problem is. Your object, because it definitely exists if you're using give items, because you have to have that object. So, alright, that should fix it. Open up the debugger. So, xp.carry is 9. We remove 1 scrap metal, it adds it perfectly. That should be 7. Remove 1 cloth, should be 6. Let's add 10 scrap metal, but it should only add 1 and it adds 2. Oh, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's a really, really good day. Okay, cool. Alright, here's what I'm going to do now. Just for cosmetic reasons, I'm going to set xp.max carry equal to 10. And then try to add more than I'm available. Plus 1. D is no... Right. Okay, that makes sense. Because it's trying to add it to the wrong side. It needs to add it to this side and say that it's full. So like if I remove everything, add the rusty knife, then try to add this, it'll say limit reached if the element exists, but if the element doesn't exist, it doesn't know where to put it. That's what the problem is. So we need to put it on the available loot side instead. So this little flash thing here, D doesn't need to be use select. It needs to be, what did I call it? It needs to be called something other than use select. Op select, that's it. Op select, that should be fine. Wait, op select has the number on the opposite side, so I gotta do this, I think, if I remember correctly. So hold on, let me, max carry limit needs to equal 10. Loot your ID is undefined? Hold on. So it's kind of where... Oh, okay, it is on the left side. I didn't need to do that. Okay, this is a problem because if you don't have the item, then it'll break. Because this needs to be the object ID dot count limit reached. Because it should only show if you're actually adding it. That's what it is. And then this needs to be the same thing. Because if you're actually adding it, that means that the opposite side definitely has it, which is current. Okay. So now we should do this without errors. Whoa. Oh, right. I didn't set the carry limit again. There we go. Limit reached. It's kind of not a very good animation on the right side as it is on the left. Well, that's a perfectly working carry limit if you ask me. Let's exchange the items, see what happens. Cool, let's go back inside. And we still can't add stuff. Oh, it's beautiful. Wonderful. Achievement get, carry limit done. Now I just need to make skill points for it. Skill points can upgrade your carry limit. And I need to make the cosmetic bar. So I guess the question is, do I put the bar... Yes, I'm still streaming. Hello, Red Tech. The question is, do I put the supplies bar? I don't think anyone's actually watching, but I'm just talking anyway for fun because I like to talk about stuff. I like to talk about it out loud. So, and if someone wants to watch this in the future, if they're like watching back the stuff, then at least I'm talking, right? Who knows? Maybe this channel will blow up, and then someone wants to go back and watch my first live stream. Anyway, what was I saying? Right, Red Tech. I need your professional opinion. Do you think I should put the carry limit bar for supplies in the supplies box or in the your stats box? Which makes more sense? I gotta test some CSS real fast. What can I call this so that it doesn't break? Can I call someone as long as carry limit? No, it makes it loop. What's a shorter way to say carry limit? I want it to be less characters. No idea what the context is. I abstain. Bob J says both. Definitely not both because that will be harder. It will be less fun to do. I can't just say carry though. If I just say carry, it can be confusing. You know, while we think about this, I pasted the equation that Bales posted earlier. I want to see if this works. So 50 plus 20x plus x minus 2 times 2? I think he means squared. I don't think I copied the squared. So x equals 0. We're going to get 50. No, we're going to get negative 2 times 2. That's going to be 54. So that's already wrong. Oh, no, but he did say if it's 0, then it's 0. There's a special case for 0. Otherwise, every other number should be accurate. So if x is 1, should be 50 plus 20 is 70 plus 1 minus 2. That doesn't make sense. Because then it's negative 1 squared, which is 1. So this becomes 71, which is not correct. Bales failed me. He did his best, but he still failed. Yeah, so this is the numbers we're trying to get. Up here. This is the... We're trying to find a curve that will go between all of these points. But no one's good at math. So there's a problem. I'm trying to nerf XP again. Because Pepsi Boy has been playing this game for about 75 hours. And he's at level 100 already. I think 75 hours is not enough to be hitting level 100, so I want to nerf it again. So what I'm doing is I'm reducing the increment from 36 to 20, so even though that's a buff, if I'm adding 2 to the increment after every level, then it becomes a nerf after about 13? 8 levels. After 8 levels, it becomes a nerf because then it passes 36 again, which... You probably have no idea what I'm saying when I say that, but that's fine. I'm really just expelling my thoughts from my head in a way that I understand, but everyone else thinks I'm crazy. What could this possibly be, though? Honestly. Like, maybe if this was 1, this would work. Why would this be minus 1 anyway? Because this is the original equation. The original equation is 10x squared plus 55x. Yeah, this is the original equation. And if it's going to be more, then why would it work like that? I don't know. Like if with an increment at 20, with not like the extra boost per level that I'm talking about, this is what the equation is. Keep on traveling, travelers. I agree. Keep on scratching. I'm not sponsored by the lottery. In fact, I think the lottery is stupid and you shouldn't do it. The equation will be cracked one day, just not today. Unfortunately, no XP nerfs today. Alright, so wait, where was I? What was I working on? Right, I was testing, what should I put here? What should I make this word? So if I make a carry limit, then it's too long and does a word break. Actually, wait, what if I just take this class, or take this, class. How far over is this? Oh, it's because it's looping on the right side. It's not because there's a lot of space on the left. It's because this is text align to the right, and then it's looping this to the bottom. If I text align this to the left, then it'll go all the way to the edge. If I make this a really big number, can I get away with having less of a margin on the left to fix this? Not really. Wow, that's a lot of margin I have to get rid of in order for that to fit. Sheesh. So I can't really get away with that. Huh. First world problems, huh? I mean, I could just call it carry. Why not make them icons like you did with the inventory? I think icons to represent HP, SP damage, and carry limit would be worse. It would be harder to understand. Honestly. And plus, these aren't really real icons. These are just ASCII characters anyway. So if you open up your skill point menu and you see like a slash and then like a plus and then like a W or something, they're not going to have no idea what it means. That'd just be a bad user experience. I'm just going to call it carry for now and come back to it. Someone will complain at some point. Someday I'm going to have a giant subreddit for this game. And someone's going to say, why is it just called carry? It doesn't make sense. It should just be called, and then think of the perfect thing to put there, and then I'll do that. Do I have a max height on this? I don't, right? I can just copy this. Yeah, it'll grow larger. Okay, cool. Okay, so for skill points, now we need to make upgrades for those. So let's find the box. Max HP, so base damage, we're going to make this carry. ID is going to be stat skill carry total. XP.add skill point carry. Button value is going to be, oh crap, now I got to think about balancing. Actually, that's a good idea. Max kilograms. That's a good idea. The problem is that I guess weights wouldn't be realistic, because like the weight limit already isn't that realistic, and if I call it kilograms, it'll make it sound like it's trying to be realistic. So I don't know what I should do about that. Because obviously a bullet isn't going to weigh 1 whole kilogram. The same way a wooden stick would weigh 1 whole kilogram. Also, I need to balance how much extra carry limit you'll get per skill point. I guess 2 or 3 would make sense. Maybe 3. Yeah, let's do 3. Because I like non-even numbers. Monospace fonts are nice. Yes, they definitely are. I've loved lining text up in this game with monospace fonts. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Input on click is going to be true. Yeah, so this is also going to be carry. This is the same function here, the add skill point. But true means it's adding the x10. So it's adding that skill point 10 times, as many times as are available. So that should be fine now. So now what I need to do is I need to go to stat skill damage total and change it and copy it so there isn't carry on it. Carry. This is going to be skill carry element. And then xp.add skill point carry. So switch case area, so we need to add case carry break that value equals parse ints xp.skill carry elements.html. We're just parsing the number that it shows because why store an extra variable somewhere. Val plus equals x10. That's the true that's coming into this. It'll be the increment, otherwise it's 1. Increment is just 10 for now. Increment is just either 10 or 1. And then if skill points remaining is less than 10, then it'll be increment. So that's why we're adding with increment instead of just 10. Wait, why am I doing val plus equals increment or 1 when increment is already going to just be 1 up here? Oh, it's because this is saying if it's x10 it'll be 10. And then, wait, no. Yeah, so this is set up here. This is set to 10, and this is set to less than 10 if it needs to be less than 10. So why am I doing it again down here? If it's x10, it's increment. Otherwise, it's 1. But increment is already 1 up here. Oh, it's probably because, okay. No, x10 is false. So it wouldn't even get into this method. I'm going to delete this and see what happens. Oh, that's why I do it. It's because the increment is multiplied by the balance, the +3 button. Remember how I said +3 earlier? That means this needs to be times 3. There we go. I'll put times 1 here, so if I can copy that again, I won't get confused. That would have made a lot more sense if I read that immediately. Then it's going to go xp.skill carry. Why can I not type? Sheesh. Skill carry style.opacity equals val equals xp.carry. Does it? If it's not, then we're going to make it a little invisible. Otherwise, we're not. And so on. I'm just copying. I'm literally just reading what's above. Right, because apply JSON is going to send this to the server with my upgrades. So I got to make sure that has it. Apply skills. Crap, now I need to go to the server and make the upgrade function. So that should all be built. That should all be working right and looking right. It's server time. Wait, I can't forget to do this one more time. Should be good, I think. Yeah, it's good. You're playing the Travelers while watching me make the Travelers? Nice, dude. That is the elite way to play. Alright, so we're going to go to Log Hub because SignalR is dumb, and if I want to use a class that uses SignalR, it needs to be called Log Hub. Don't ask me why they chose that name or made it unchangeable, but it's called Log Hub. So we're going to go to Log Hub. And then when we get a message from the client in the JObject, we're going to take the state of the player and the action. If the action is anything and we compare it to the state, that's when we add their action to the queue. So that's basically how I parse all of the user input and stop users from doing bad things, is because I take whatever data I specifically want from the JObject and go from there. I never just use stuff. I never just take the entire JObject from the client and store it in the memory. I only use the specific things that I need, as you can see me taking it off here. All right, so skill upgrade. We're going to do this. Carry, int carry, 0, yada yada. Bada bing, bada boom. Skills, upgrades, add user queue. So now we're going to go to the queue, go to time. We're going to parse for this at some point. Int damage equals carry. Check XP upgrades. Do this. If carry is greater than 0, use skill points carry. So now I have to go all the way to here. Man, I made this jump across a lot of places. I got to do the case for carrying. So skills carry plus equals new value equals damage. What? Damage skill increment? Alright, I need to make carry skill increment, which is 3. Carry skill increment, carry. Alright, that should be done. I'm pretty sure that's everything. And that is called carry. So this is correct. This should be good. All right, I'm going to build this and see what happens. So if I upgrade, carry is not here. Why are you not there? That's because I forgot to initialize it when I opened the box. I knew there was going to be something I forgot. Can't possibly get everything right on the first try. Open reset all box. Close skill box. Reset all. Where do I set it? Is it in set HTML? No, it's not. Okay, I did forget these couple of places that apply JSON gets set again. But that's just noticing that. Okay, open skill box, here it is. And then we're going to say skill carry L is set to opacity. Skill carry L set to xp.carry. And then I think that's it. That should work this time. Alright, cool. So carry limit. No, 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 no. I did it wrong. It needs to be the maximum carry. No, the maximum carry is what we're upgrading, not the normal carry. Oh, crap. Wait, no, that's not that bad. I don't think that's as big a deal as I'm making it. This needs to be xp.max carry, wherever xp is used. Okay, that's actually fine. As long as I'm not using xp.carry anywhere else. It should only be used there. Yeah. Okay. So then we're going to do the chicken run all the way back to the upgrade thing, and we're going to upgrade max carry. A short structure, weathered from time, is barely noticeable among the dead trees in the wasteland. The knob has broken off the front door, leaving it to swing freely in the wind. What do you think of the writing, Red Tech? I think it's okay. I think it's pretty good. Could be better in some places. Alright, why am I splitting this in 2 lines? Why is new val... Okay, because I'm returning new value. That's why. That's why I have this being declared twice, because I'm trying to declare what the new value is. So I can send it back to the client. Exactly. Was that in lock? No, that was in time. Kind of depressing? Yes, that's what I want. Oh, while I was listing carry, I did forget something there. Yes, it's supposed to be very depressing. Very empty, very depressing world. But I don't want to go into the lore. I want people to figure it out on their own. I really, honestly, man, if this game gets big, it's going to be really, really cool seeing people trying to figure out the lore. I think that's like the coolest thing in games is seeing people figure out the lore. And if you can make that lore on your own and see people struggle to figure it out, it's got to be the coolest feeling. Like whenever I'm like browsing like Reddit or something and I see fans of a game talking about the lore of the game but talking about it being mysterious and no one really knows, I'm like, man, imagine how the dev must feel if he were reading this. That would probably be super cool. So I'd love if I got to experience that. Game Theory in this. I don't think Game Theory would get an episode of this because you can't make a lot of graphics out of this. It's just a bunch of ASCII characters. He needs to make 20 minutes of bouncy, ridiculous graphics, remember? Alright, I think everything is using max carry now. Yeah, it's only the max carry that's being upgraded. So if I click upgrade, this should be still not... Oh, I need to refresh JavaScript. Really? I'm still grabbing it? Am I that dumb? Am I that dim? Yeah, I am that dim. I'm still doing that. You know what? I had in my head that something was wrong somewhere, but I was like, yeah, I'll just compile it, see what happens. But I actually was still doing it wrong. There we go, 50. And that's only adding one at a time for some reason. The X10 is at not. That's funny. Okay, so I probably put a 1 somewhere. Increment 1. What? The heck? Oh, okay, so I'm doing 5, 2, 1. That's the problem. This needs to be 3. I was confused because I thought I was multiplying it somewhere, but I was seeing the 2 wrong. I was seeing a 1. Alright, so now all the client side should be good. Yep, plus 3 times 10 is going to do plus 3. And if I click upgrade, and now it should be 56. Alright, that says 56. If I refresh the page and get refreshed what the server sends, it's still 56. It's working. Cool. A skill for regenning other a skill for regenning other skills. That's actually a neat idea. I could look into that eventually. Yeah, right now regenning skills is just 1 point per cycle that you're traveling. So yeah, we could do that eventually. Maybe. Alright, I did all of that. This is all done. Whoa, what the heck? Alright, that should... First of all, it shouldn't be letting you subtract. But even so, it should not let you go below 0. Thank goodness... What the heck? That did convert to... Alright, I'm confused. Let's go ahead and fix that reset skills button. Level -2, I know. So reset skills. We can't just do level -5. Alright, we got to do new level. No, that's level. And then we go into new level equals level greater than 5. Level -5. Otherwise, it's just going to be 0. Because if your level is 6, then it'll be 1. If it's 5, it'll be 0. And every other number besides 5 will stay as 0. So I'm going to do this. Let me do this. Then we do this. Then we do this plus 1. Whoa. That's funny, actually. Why was I doing -6 before? This should have been -4. That's an interesting bug to have come across that's no longer relevant. Alright, that should be better. I'm more curious about why the reset button was showing, though. Oh, right, because the reset button shows if your skill points are less. If you have ever upgraded, if your skill points are less, then you can reset it. Confirm reset. This should send me to 1. It sent me to 1, but this broke. Why? What's next level XP? XP.XP should be 0? No, it's 136 still. Alright, so... Am I not changing the XP properly? Oh, this is why. Because this should be... Oh, this needs to be -1. That's why it was -6, was because this wasn't on next level XP, it was on XP. XP needs to be next level -1 of 5. And the next level XP needs to be just -5. My bad. Don't even worry about me. Alright, let's just move. Let this fix itself. Upgrade. We have 1 available. Reset all skill points. Confirm reset. Cool. Level 150. Perfect. Beautiful. Everything's back to normal. 0 skill points, right? Let me make sure. Yeah, 0 skill points. Now we have 1 available. Let's upgrade our carry limit. Carry limit was never reset. That's something I forgot. Gosh, thank goodness for testing. Thank goodness I'm not a bad QA person on my own. Alright, merge, replace, add. This just needs to be carry. Max carry, not carry. It needs to be max carry. Base max Why can I not type? Base max. Max base carry? What did I call it? Oh, I just called it base carry. Because base carry is 0, so base max carry I just called carry. That's kind of stupid of me, but I guess I have to leave it now since I used it in other areas. I don't remember. Alright, well that's base carry then. Yeah, alright. That should be good now. Okay, we upgrade these. Reset all skill points. Now we're back to 1. Let's go ahead and level up. But carry, max carry should now be 50. Carry should now be whatever. 9. Yes, cool. So now we can carry 3 more pounds or kilograms or whatever your native place is of stuff. It's going to hit 3. I just want to make sure it's working at level 6. Yeah, level 6 should revert you to level 1. Right. Yeah, everything will revert you to level 1. So I want to make sure 7 reverts you to 2. And then we'll be good. Because 6 and below should revert you to 1. So I'm going to let this walk for a minute. Alright, so now I need to get back to deciding where I'm going to put that bar. So right now everything is done except for where the bar is going to be in the UI and making the bar appear on the looting screen in the UI. That's the only things that aren't done. And then I got to wrap up the stream. It's getting late. I got to get to bed for work tomorrow. Level 4. Eventually I'll be level 7. Speed hack? Yes. Speed hack. Taraga hack. I want stuff. Give me your stuff. Exchange. Cool. Alright, so I have the fire extinguisher. Why is XP carry not updating? It's because the looting event isn't updating it, I don't think. If I refresh the page, it'll update it. No, it didn't? Alright, hold on. Why is this not updating? What's wrong here? Do cities and houses regen? Their houses regen after 5 days, cities regen after 20. So yes. Well, no, but actually yes. Man, I gotta say, this is so much nicer than my old streams. Because my old streams, if I wanted to stop and think for a second, I had to fill the air. Because it's a business. I have to keep talking to the audience. Audience can't think I'm just gone. Or like not thinking or not acting, you know. But now if I'm thinking, I can just be quiet, you know. Just look at my code. No big deal. So much more relaxing. It's much less stressful to stream like this. Yeah, exactly, Pepsi Boy. That's basically the mind of a child. It's like that. By them. Children are a dangerous sink from valuable unlimited resources and cause the lower classes to suffer further when a baby is born. For many, a child is a curse, not a gift. Due to the controversy behind... Behind what? I guess we'll never know. That is the lore. It is lore, you see, my friend. I love making lore. I really enjoy it. Whoa, why is my cursor black? My cursor is black on the live stream, but white on my screen. What does it look like? Okay, it looks normal on the taskbar. Like it's white here, but it's black on the live stream. It's interesting. Keep finding rusty knives, yet I cannot pick them up. You will be able to, my friend. Never worry. Okay, wait, what was the problem? The problem was that when you loot, it's not actually setting your carry. Yeah, all that happened here was... Yeah, all that happened here was that I made it so that it stopped it, but I didn't make it actually add the carry limit. Or add the new weight to you. That's what the problem was. So if gained is less than or equal to loot count, that means we're valid. And then we can go m.userid data skills carry, and then we put the integer here. So it's just going to be whatever it already is. Where did I put that? xp.user carry. I'm going to take old carry and go old carry plus new, I called it new weight, right? Oh, I made this an integer before, but I got rid of it because I was like, oh, I don't need this. I don't need to use it anywhere else, so I don't need to do it like this. But I actually do after all. So I need to go new weight equals that. So if old carry plus new weight is greater than max carry, continue. Otherwise, carry is going to equal old carry plus new weight. Perfect. So that will fix that. Ow, I just banged my elbow on my piano stool. Do you have an actual deep and established lore, or are you leaving things up to the imagination? I've actually written out the entire story for this. I have a giant outline on my laptop with all of the details of the story. So yeah, I've already crafted a giant story for this that whenever I have been making cities and houses and stuff, I'm dabbling a little bit deeper into the lore each time. So, and then when we get to the puzzle, like when the Eastern Sepulchre is in and that leads to the next place, all of that stuff is going to be, that's going to get deeper and deeper into the lore and reveal more of the actual story. Because the lore right now that you're reading, that's just hints of like what happens to the world, like why the world is the way it is right now. But it's not really the lore of... I don't know how to say it without spoiling anything. It's just like a deeper level of lore. It's like the world, what you see in houses and cities and the ground and stuff and the description of the world, that's like a shallow level of lore because it's just what you're observing. But the actual stories that come from deeper are going to be in the puzzle. So yeah. And also, yes, everything is booleans because everything is zeros and ones. So you can be happy about that already there, Red Tech. Okay, so this little equation needs to also be in the if gained is less than 0 so that we can subtract it. So we need to subtract new weight as well. So I probably should just pull these out. Put them here. So old carry equals that. New weight equals this times gained. Which is actually perfect because if gained is negative, then I can just add it again. So instead of subtracting, we're just going to add again. And this is going to say, if this is valid, do it. So that should be good. Let's see if my math is correct. Why do I exit out like that? What did I miss? You missed basically 3 hours of me building this game, but it's fine because you can go back and watch it if you want. I don't know. You can do whatever you want. Okay, so carry limit should still be 9 because it was never updated. You need to go into the house and leave something, and then it should update properly. No, it's only gonna... So if I subtract this, this should become 8. Why is it still 9? What the heck is wrong with you? So it added it correctly. It didn't subtract it correctly. Oh, this is hard. Old carry plus new weight. New weight should be negative here because gained is negative if it's less than 0. If you lost an account. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of this completely. We're going to go into my extension method for add loot count. And say, no, I can't do that. Never mind. I can't do that because I use add loot count in places that aren't specifically for users, such as right here. I guess I could add a parameter. Like I could go true. And then in here, go and say bool for user equals false. So it's false by default. And if it's true, then we affect the carry limit. Yeah, okay, that's what I'll do. Alright, so, wait. Let me go ahead and just paste this. That's going to break, but it's fine. So we need the weight. These two variables are what I want. So, new weight is going to be supplies I get from item ID, weight, times count. Is this just passing gained into it anyway? Yeah, gains times -1, counts times -1. Yeah, okay. Because it's times -1 into the opposite thing of u. It's going to be positive, negative, whatever, stuff like that. Red Tech has a good description of what's going on this stream. Yeah, we're just working on carry limit and weight updates to the stream. I'm almost done though. Once I finish this feature within the next 15-20 minutes, I'm going to call it a night. Got a lot of work done. Anyway, where was I? I keep clicking on XP when I need to be clicking on time. Oh no, I can't get rid of those because I need to skip it if it's wrong anyway. Alright, I'm not going to put it in the extension method. I'm going to keep it here. Let's get rid of these. Let's not overcomplicate things. It feels like overcomplicating to leave it in here, but it's not. That's what the problem is. Is it possible to die yet? Yeah, you can. You can die. There's only one situation where you can die, but you can die. I have a little player.kill function in here. Player.kill and then reincarnate for when you respawn. If you want to take a look at that. Okay, anyway. I'm not applying something properly, and that's what the problem is here. User ID skills carry equal old carry plus new weight. That's all it should be. So why is it not applying? Guessing it's the train. I don't know. Why don't you try running from the train? Or why don't you try deactivating the lever? It's 10 p.m. and I'm tired. That's how you know I'm an adult. That's how you know I'm an old man. So young and pure once. Now here I am yawning at 9:53. Running worked. I'm too scared to use the lever again. Yeah, I want dying in this game to be... Because dying is very impactful. You're going to lose 25% of your levels, all of the XP you've worked up for the next level, and all of your items. So if you die, I want it to be because the decision you made makes sense to kill you. Like, if you run from the train, you leave all the lights on, and thus you can see the pocket that you ducked into against the wall. If you deactivate the lever, you shut the lights off, and the inertia of the train carries it forward, and then you can't see anything and don't know what to do, and you just get run over by the train in the darkness. So it makes perfect sense which option would let you live or kill you, you know? And if you were to die because maybe you thought the lever should stop the subway, then you go, well, I guess I should have thought of that. That makes sense that I would have died there. Instead of, man, this game is dumb for killing me in a way that didn't make sense. You know, I'm trying to keep that balance. I want death to be earned, so to speak. I want it to be a true consequence of a dumb decision rather than, you know, random. And events won't kill you that much anyway. Usually other players are going to kill you when I add PvP. Keep finding rusty knives. Yeah, they're fairly common. They're the most common weapon type. Bullets but no gun. Can I just throw them at the travelers? No. Messing with your XP numbers in Desmos. Oh, that's like a plotting website, right? They're kind of gay. Not really. Eerie silent. Maybe I should put on some music or something. I'll probably put on music for the next live stream. I need to make like a playlist or something. Hopefully YouTube doesn't ban me for copyrighted music though. I know some bangers I could put on. So what's the problem here? Skills, memory user ID, skills carry equals old carry plus new weight. If it's valid. It's already saying it's valid. So what's the problem? Wait, is the problem that it's never getting broadcasted properly? Get user skills should be broadcasting this. XP up broadcast skills. Yeah, it's got everything in here. Should be broadcasting it right at the end. No, it's only broadcasting if it gets the award. Wait a second. The problem was that didn't it add the weight properly but not subtract it properly? I don't remember. Hold on, let me test again. If I get rid of all my stuff here, exchange items, this should stay at 10. But then if I go in and out, and then I try to add my stuff, exchange, it goes up to 31. When I refresh, it stays at 31? Yeah, okay. So the problem is that the subtraction wasn't working. That's my bad. I thought it was all not working. I must have like stopped for long enough that I forgot if it was not working or not. It's funny. Turning the volume down just slightly. It looks like I'm getting really close to peaking the audio. So what's wrong then? We get the old carry, we add the new weight. Gain can be negative, and that's why we're adding it positively, because then it's a subtraction. Those numbers are out of date, Red Tech. I actually updated the numbers in my notes, at least. I haven't updated them in the game yet. So 10 is going to be your base damage, and then Rusty Knife is going to be plus 7 damage. So for a total of 17. Wait a second. Why don't I say max carry instead of carry limit? Can I say that? No, I can't. Okay, I thought it was like Omega dumb for a second, but it's fine. It's fine. We're all good. Oh, this is why I actually had to put this down here. Because, so if your new loot doesn't contain the item, but your old loot does contain that item, that means that you got rid of all of your items of that specific thing. So it wouldn't appear in the normal calculation because it doesn't know that it was there in the first place, because we're iterating through your new loot up here. See, your new loot.properties. Hello, Hero. Welcome to the stream. I'm almost done. It's 10 o'clock and I'm tired, but I need to finish this. So I needed to iterate through your old loot and check if your new loot didn't have something that was in your old loot, so I knew that you got rid of it completely. That's what the problem is here. We're not checking if we got rid of it completely or not. So we need to say old, so carry is equal to to lose so old carry was what? Old carry was just this, right? Yeah, let me put this way up here. So old carry is good, and then new weight is just going to be to lose times the item's weight, which is going to be this. And that can be safely be a subtraction because this is going to be positive no matter what, because this is just a positive count that's coming from your old loot. Alright, that should be done. You know what? Just for the sake of fixing this, I'm also going to make it so your carry limit can never be less than 0. If it's less than or equal to 0 and supplies count is greater than 0. So this will automatically fix it when I log in. Join Doc Zombie stream? Sure. Yeah. Makes sense to me. Okay, so wait, what was the problem? Alright, I had to go into here. So I drop my stuff off, exchange items, and it's less. Cool. Perfect. Beautiful. Wonderful. And so I enter. I don't know. I only want one fire extinguisher. If I mouse over this. Right, I need to change this so that it says well, what was I saying? Jeez, man, I lose my train of thought too fast. Where was I? I glanced at what Red Tech Engineer said and now it's out of my head. Right, the hover menu, I need to put the weight there. That's what I was going to say. Hover menu is in engine. Hover. So if item.stack doesn't equal undefined, it needs to be item.weight doesn't equal undefined. And then we go item weight 3, I don't know, units. We'll just call it units for now. I'm sure I'll think of something more interesting eventually. That's just JavaScript, so I can just refresh it. There we go. Item weight 1 units. 1 units. No, we gotta do the ternary on the S. I do this every single time. Every time I need to say something plural, I go like this, plus plus. Then I go item dot weight equals 1 question mark. It's nothing, otherwise there's an S. There we go. So this is going to say weighs 1 unit, 1 unit, 8 units, 11 units. One thing that bothers me, if I enter the city and enter the slums, why do I have to exit the city and re-enter it to go to the highway? Why not just have that as an entry in the menu? That's a decent question. I didn't want you to be able to explore the entire city at once. I wanted the city to feel a little more big. So, but I guess it doesn't make sense because you're just walking right back onto the highway anyway from a in-game perspective. I might as well just make it connect back. You know what? I'll just do that real fast while we're here. So, events. Events.cs. Let's go down to the only city. Go to the slums situation. Clambering over the glass back onto the broken wasteland. You continue up. The strong bricks of these buildings seem like they would have held up better than the skeletal skyscrapers in the distance had they not been covered so effectively. Text leave. We're going to add another button that's going to say text back up to the highway. Or just back up highway. Back to highway? Yeah, okay. So then what was the opportunity ID of the highway? Just start? Or you know what? Maybe I'll make it say to the city, and then make it opportunity. What is op called? Why did I call it op? What does op mean? I don't remember why I called it op. To oh, option. That's why I called it that. Gosh, I'm dumb. I'm a dumb person. There, op to. So all right, so there. Now cities will have a button to take you back to the highway. And yeah, so I'm gonna call this into the city or leave. There you go. I added it for you. Enjoy. Finding cities left and right. Apparently a lot of people are finding them. I don't know if someone's broken. Alright, one unit, 8 units, 11 units. Cool. Now I just need to make the UI. Finally I can make the UI because this works. Here's what I'm also going to do. Just for the sake of fixing my own thing, I'm going to go to reformat just for myself and say or same thing here, but or if carry get user carry is greater than 0 and supplies.count equals 0. So if you have nothing but your carry number is greater than 0, then something needs to be fixed. So it'll do it. Actually, why even? Why even put that there? If I just say if this xp dot user carry greater than 0 and supplies dot count greater than 0, then we just set carry to 0. See? So why even do it the hard way? Yeah, cities usually have the goods. Houses don't have as much good stuff. Yeah, so supplies count is equal to 0, but user carry is equal to 0, then we're just setting carry back to 0. Maxed out my scrap metal. Well, you know what? Carry limits are coming soon, so it'll be much better. This will be the inventory update, V0.0.8. Alright, now that's actually done. Let me publish this. That means my carry should be fixed because I got rid of all my stuff. Cool. So I'm going to come back into here. I'm going to take something. Now I have 8. Refresh. Still have 8. Cool. Very good. Now we can make the bars. Alright, do I put it in supplies or do I put it in the left side? What do you think, Red Tech? Baba said both sides, but I'm not putting it on both. Do I put it on the left or the right? You know what? I'm going to stop killing my CPU, by the way, and set this back to 3000. My poor CPU has been just grinding out these turns all stream. You think the right side? I think so too. Left is already crowded. Yeah, there's all these buttons and stuff in here. Alright, let's copy one of these stat bars over. Health stat bar. Alright, so this is what it looks like. Let's go down to supplies. So, supplies scroll. Do I put this in scroll? No, I don't. I put it next to scroll. I should be putting it like this, I'm pretty sure. So
instead of stats health bar, we go stats carry bar, stats carry bar filler, and then stats carry. And then we're going to go to this, say, and we're going to copy this one. No. Yeah, this, all right, so carry bar filler L, and then carry L, and then I think that's it. Stats carry. Yeah, stats carry is the number. Yeah. Alright, so then when we set HTML, but we're not going to be setting HTML just here. We want to do it when we exchange supplies too. Yeah, so when we set, yeah, so set here, this little set function where we set the actual supplies inside, we're also going to set the HTML as well. We don't want to set it all the time with the XP. Oh no, but that's okay. There's a problem though. There's not a problem. I'm going to call this game froze for a solid 10 seconds. That's weird. I don't know why it would freeze. Oh, supplies.set isn't getting the skills anyway. So I guess I have to set it in skills. I guess I have to set it in skills. Crap, how do I map this out? How do I mentally... I think I have to put this... You know what? Maybe in supplies, I can make it its own thing. Say HTML is up here. You gotta set supply bar. Then we're gonna do this. Carry bar filler is equal to xp.carry over xp.max carry times 100% width. Yep, that's gonna show how full it is. Same thing for this. We're going to go carry L is equal to xp.carry, xp.max carry. And then I want to call this in set HTML. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say if xp.carry doesn't equal -1, we're going to do all of this. So that way, when supplies calls it first on the first round and when it comes from the server, it doesn't do anything. But then when this sets everything and then it gets to here, it will do it because carry will be set properly. So we're going to set the supply bar. I'm going to go to the definition of this, set this to -1. And then over in supplies, when we set this, we're also going to go set supply bar. That should be good enough. Oh no. I do have to put it in there. Crap. Alright, this is an interesting situation. Actually, it shouldn't be that bad. We're going to get it down to here. So supply scroll, we're going to put a div inside for where the items are going to go. ID equals supplies item grid. And then we're going to put these in here. Then we're not going to worry about it again. And then box L is not going to be that. It's going to be supplies item grid. And that should be good. There we go. I forgot to rename it, but kind of accurate. Alright, so wait, if I press upgrade here, does that fix it? Did I put all my points into this by accident? Confirm reset. Down to 8. Okay, it fixed it down to 8. Health. Let me change that real fast because that should say. Weight limit. Give it a little extra margin on the top. I don't know why this bar isn't filling up. Stats.carry bar. Is it because I named it the wrong thing? What is wrong with you? It says 16%, so why are you not 16%? Why are you not working like all the other ones work? Carry bar, filler L. Oh, because I named the wrong thing. I'm stupid. Silly me. Forgot to rename that one. There we go. Weight limit. Cool. Alright, so we're going to come into here. Enter. Crap, we're at 3 seconds again. I'm not in hyperspeed anymore. Search the cardboard box on the ground. So if I click this and this, that should jump up to 10. And with the fire extinguisher, it should jump up to 21. Exchange items. 19? Am I just bad at math? 11 plus 1 is 12. Plus 1 is 13. Plus the knife is 8. 21. Oh, something is wrong here. Some kind of math is happening wrong somewhere. It's definitely 19. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make the common fixer thing run no matter. It's 10:30. All right, I really need to quit. I'm gonna just make this run for sure. All right, so I'm gonna comment this out. Comment this out. So this is gonna force it to correct no matter what every time I refresh the page. See what happens. $21. So it did correct it. So there's something wrong in the addition. Hold on 1 second. All right, let's go in. All I'm adding is 1 wooden stick. Should only add 1. Okay, it added 1. I think it's the subtraction that's messed up. I think maybe like subtracting multiple things doesn't work. All right, I'm going to turn the timer back down and just review that real fast. All carry minus 2 lose times weight. Yes, that makes sense. That makes sense. New weight is equal to the weight times gained. That makes sense. I am confused. So what broke? Alright, fire extinguisher is 11. If I subtract this, it should go down to 11. Alright, it did. Subtract 2 wooden sticks and 1 cloth. I should bring it down to 8. No, it only brought it. Maybe the multiplication is wrong. Because when I refresh this, it's going to correct it to 8. Maybe it doesn't do it right when it's handling multiple items. So if I grab 2 wooden sticks in exchange. Okay, so it goes up correctly, I think. But if I subtract both of them, it only does 1. No, it did both that time. What? What the heck? Oh, old carry needs to be refreshed every time. That's easy. It needs to be refreshed. I can't just have it outside. It's basing every single calculation off of the original carry limit, but it needs to be the new carry limit after each iteration. That's a stupid one by me. Where does it not exist? Oh, and that's why that happened, was because I moved it all the way to the outside when I shouldn't have. Alright, this should be good now. This should almost definitely work. Should be 22. Cool. Enter, 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 enter. Let's get rid of everything. If this is not 1, it's 1. Perfect. We're good. I fixed it. It's beautiful. We have everything now. Oh, that's wonderful, actually. Alright, firstly, I'm going to change that from weight limit to weight. Just the word weight. That's beautiful. That goes up to 56. It's perfect. It is wonderful. And I think that's good for what I needed to do. I set back to 50. I think we're good. Definitely think it's all good now. Was there something else I wanted to do? Am I remembering wrong? Alright, I'm going to mark this off. Just do normal, carry limits, and weights. Done. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Alright, I wanted to set time back to 3000. I want to set this back to be the fix. Cool. So now this is fixing it instead of resetting it every single time you log in. I knew I was forgetting something game breaking. Alright, it's done. New weight limits are all done and perfect and beautiful, and I'm happy. Eric's trying to what? Sleep? Oh. Am I talking that loudly? You can hear me way down there? Alright, we'll figure out XP nerfs next time I stream. You can't hear me? Well, I'm ending the stream now. Thanks everyone for watching. We're at 4, so that's pretty awesome that we've been at 4 consistently the whole time. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. You know, subscribe, like the stream. Don't forget to do that stuff if you want. And I'll be streaming again eventually. I'll probably announce it in my Discord. So this was fun, honestly. Doing this so casually was a really good time. And I forgot to enjoy making this, and people commented on the game and stuff, and it was great. It was really just a great time. Alright, thanks guys. I'm going to end the stream now. See you guys next time I stream. Goodbye.